What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Ricky and I'm coming back at you with another Walmart video. So I actually went into work today. At the time of this recording, I went into work earlier today and I went in yesterday. So I'm going to talk about my day 3 and day 4 and what I did then. And my day 3 and day 4 at Walmart is my training day 2 and training day 3, as you see in the title or description somewhere. But what I did is, of course, I go in, clock in, all that, because like you're officially part of the team, of course. So you go in, clock in and all that, and when I went to the training personnel office, and my training coordinator told me that I was going to be out on the floor. I was going to be on the cashiers, and I was surprised I was going to be on the cashiers because I thought it was pretty early, because I still didn't finish those videos that I talked about in the last video. I still didn't finish those, so I was expecting to do those on yesterday, but I didn't do those. I was on a cashier. But when I was on a cashier, I had 3 different associates train me. They all were, of course, experienced, pretty well experienced, and they know everything and what to do. And one thing, I went in from 9 to 2. I went in from 9 to 2 again, yeah. And when I was on a cashier, an associate just showed me how to, scan the products, take payments, take cash, how to open the cash register, told me all the action codes, which the action codes are different codes you use like to get in contact with the manager and other stuff like that. So he showed me some action codes and how to print action codes out, and he showed me how to receive credit card payments and cash payments, because there are other payments that they have that is really hard to explain, so they will have to show me. And that's like, for example, that's like WIC, and I don't know what WIC stands for, but hopefully you know what WICs are. So like, for example, there was one WIC, he said that I would have to be shown that. But I started on the cigarette cashier. That was the first person who trained me. He was working on the cigarette cashier, the express one with the cigarettes, and he told me that that register is the only one that can give out cigarettes, and no other cash register will accept them. So I did a few things. I scanned a few things and stuff like that. He let me he let me serve the customers. He let me scan the items. He let me accept the money. He let me control the payments and all that. He let me do that while he was teaching me, and he was telling me different things and different tips about how to do things, and like how to key in produce and stuff like that. So that's what he did. He was a big help. He was a great teacher. I really liked him. He was really helpful. I wish I could say his name, but I don't want to get in any trouble. But he was big help, and after about an hour and a half or so, he went on break. So that's when another associate came on the register with me and trained me. And she was also pretty cool, but she wasn't feeling all that well, but she was still pretty cool. And she showed me in more detail on how to do things, like the stuff that the guy missed. He was a good teacher, don't get me wrong. He was a good teacher, but of course, I mean, we're all humans. He's going to miss some things. So she showed me different things that the guy didn't show me, and how to do things like in more detail, how to do stuff, and like how to scan properly. Like the way she does it, she just spins it around and stuff, and it's a whole lot quicker, to be honest. And so I was still serving the customers. I was on a cash register, doing my thing, and the lines started getting long, so I switched off and let her take over. And then when the lines got back short again, she let me get back on the cashier. And she was also a good teacher. She told me some really good tips, some things on how to do stuff and what to expect and how you should handle different customers. Because there was like one customer who was trying to be difficult. That was it for that day. It was one customer who was trying to be difficult, and she handled that pretty well. And after that, when I was on the cash register, the manager told me and her to go on break. So after I went on my 15-minute break, I was sent to another cashier, and she was, I honestly think she was the most excuse me, I honestly think she was the most experienced, because the way she was doing stuff, like she knows all the codes, like the codes for the produce and codes for the like water bottles and stuff. Like those are 13 key codes stuff, and she has them all memorized. So she was also helped, but all I really did there with her is she showed me how to do wicks and stuff. And the other stuff that came up, there was a wick and some tax something. And she showed me how to do those because she had some customers come up to there. And by the way, this register, this is like one of the main registers where the lines are longer. So I didn't really do much on that cash register. I did like 3 customers. Then I gave it back to the woman who was doing it. I gave it back to the woman who was doing it because the lines were getting super long and people had a bunch of stuff, like they're paying $200. That's how much stuff they have. So I let her do it, and all I was really doing, I was bagging the stuff for her, and because she was moving quick, she was moving too quick for me to bag. I was in here rushing, I was struggling opening up the bags, but I made it through it. So she was helpful. Don't get me wrong, she was helpful. She showed me the other things, like the wicks that I told you that one of the associates cannot show me because it's so complicated. And she actually had a wick come up, so she showed me how to do that. And it takes practice. There's a lot of steps to it. It takes practice, and she showed me how to do tax exempt and stuff like that. So I still don't know how to do food stamps or anything like that, but that's about it. That's about all I was trained on that day. I was on the cash registers the whole day, which was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Like, I'm glad I'm not going to be up there in the front for my main job. I was just up there to train for the cashier back at Sporting Goods, 'cause that's where I'm working. And it was pretty good. So that's about all I did on that day. Was I was on a cash register. I didn't do any computer stuff. I was on a cash register the whole day. So now I'm going to talk about my day 3. Well, no, yeah, my day 4. It's my day 4. I'm gonna talk about my day 4, which is my training day 3. I just thought it'd be better just to put this all in one video because it's easier. So, training day 3. Yeah, training day 3. Guess what I went back doing? That's right. I started doing more videos again, man. Like, I had to finish the other half. I didn't finish the last week that I told you about. If you saw that video, it was my day 2. First day of training. If you don't know what that is, go check that out. But I did more videos, and that I hated that I had to do more videos. And I also did videos the whole day that day, but I think I'm getting a little understanding on like the different sections. So the videos I did last week and finished off today were videos that are talking about mostly safety and how to clean up spills and what you need to do when, like spills and stuff like that. It's pretty much safety stuff from those videos. Pretty much safety stuff, if there was a stick up, if someone is robbing you and how to react to that. If there was a shooter, then how you react to that. And if there was a shoplifter, how you react to that. It was basically stuff like that. It was in that time frame of safety for the first set of videos I watched that I started last week. And I actually finished those today. So I had to finish the other half of the videos that I didn't do last week. So after I did those videos, well, hold on, let me slow down. So those videos, it took me about 4 hours, like 3.5 to 4 hours. It took me 3.5 to 4 hours to finish the rest of them because those videos are like freaking 30 minutes. The rest of the videos that I watched were 30 minutes. There are like 2 that are like 10 minutes, but the other videos were 30 minutes. And after I finished that, I thought I was done with videos. I was like, yes, I'm finished. And then I told her about training coordinator, and she was like, okay, there's some more that you need to do. I was like, God, come on, man. There was more videos I had to do, but these were the pathways. So what these do is these tell you what the labels, the different meanings on the labels are, how to use one of those scanning guns, how to use those. I can't remember the exact name right now. I apologize, but it was stuff like that. How you override prices and stuff like that. It was like label stuff. Like, this is actually training. Like, this is stuff that you're gonna do when you're out on the sales floor. That's what these videos are. It's pathways, and I'm not sure how many sections there are, but these videos aren't that long at all. So these videos are about, I think the longest that I had was 2 minutes, and yeah, for those videos they're like 2 minutes long there, but there's a bunch of videos, and I finished all the videos in an hour and a half or so. I finished all those in an hour and a half or so, but I wasn't able to finish every single thing. And I didn't finish every single thing because there are games at the end of the section of those videos, and I wasn't able to finish those because I had to get off of work. But when I go back in tomorrow, I'm going to finish those off because those, I'm just doing games and stuff, and test, I think you get 3 tries to pass that test, and if you don't pass, I'm not sure what happens. My training coordinator was not clear about that, but I'm not sure what happens. But yeah, that's all about I did more videos today. That was all I did today, videos. But I'm glad that I finally made it on the pathway videos, because those videos, they're like a minute. Most of them are a minute and a half, which I was glad. But there's a lot of videos, but it goes by super fast, so you don't really have to worry about the pathways, because those go by super quickly. Excuse me. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I explained the past 2 days, and I know I'm not like reading off a script or anything, so I know there are things that you have questions about. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments. I won't have a problem replying to them. I try to reply within the hour, because I get notifications on my phone, so I try to reply within the hour. If I don't, I apologize, but y'all go ahead, ask questions. I'm here to help. Like I said before, a lot of videos out there weren't that helpful. That's why I'm making these videos. So I want to thank y'all for watching these videos, and I hope I'm helping y'all. If I'm helping y'all, can y'all please let me know in the comments if I'm helping y'all, because I really want to know if I'm really helping y'all, and if y'all are getting what I told y'all, what y'all are expecting. So that's pretty much all I did. So training day 2, I was put on cashiers. This I'm going through a summary right now. Training day 2, I was put on cashiers all day. Went to 3 different associates. They were really helpful, so I'm a little more comfortable on this cashier. And on training day 3, that's when I had to finish up my videos, and I'll be finishing those videos up tomorrow. Hopefully that's all the videos that I get, but I'll let y'all know. And by the way, I'm going to start posting these videos weekly, probably, depending on how long, like how much detail these trainings are. But if it's like videos for a whole week, for example, then I'll just put it in a week. I'm pretty sure some of y'all will probably already be in through the days by the time y'all see the video, but there are going to be other people that are looking for videos like that. But that's about it. Yeah, so like, subscribe, let me know if I'm being helpful to you. I hope I'm being helpful to you, and that's about it. So one more time what I did. Training day 2, I did cashier work the whole day, and training day 3, I was moved back to video. So, and the vibes are still pretty good. Like I said in the first video, I believe I said the vibes pretty good, something like that. I said the associates are nice. The vibes are still pretty good so far on, so I'm actually pretty glad about that. But again, I'm still beginning, so I don't know what it is when it gets farther in. But again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, let me know if I'm being helpful, and I'll catch y'all later.